Today, we will look at 3 utopias. But first, let's slow down a bit.
Let's first head over to Brooks Farm, founded in 1841. Here, they reflected transcendentalist values and emphasized nature, communal living, and hard work. As you can see here, these two people reading books represents the high emphasis on education that the community focuses on. The goal of this community was to have more free time to pursue literary or scientific interests without the burdens of the world weighing them down.
Now, let's look at the downfall of Brooks Farm. One of the reasons this community failed is that this community followed the Fourierism movement, where all the younger people did the dirty physical work while the older people relaxed and watched. Here, one person is just relaxing on a chair and watching, while the other person is actually doing work. This represents the Fourierism movement. Other reasons for this community's downfall include a smallpox outbreak as well as a fire that spread.
Let's now look at the second community, New Harmony, Indiana, founded by Robert Owen. The community was created for the salvation of humanity, and people could pursue studies in science and natural philosophy without leading a more modern, capitalistic life. Here, the two people that are shown are representing the studious community, as one person is the teacher who is calling on the other person who is the student. The society had many bright scientists and other intellectuals who were considered to be the most promising in all of the nation.
Now we can see the ruin of the New Harmony community. Many people had internal money disputes, leading to grudges and dysfunction amongst the members of the community. As you can see by this horrible acting, these two people are having a very expressive argument over a small issue that evolved into a major conflict. Another reason for the community's ruin is that the community lacked a strong central belief, leading to a division in the utopia. This community was eventually divided into sub-communities, leading to its fall.
Now let's go to the utopian community, the Fruitlands, founded by Bronson Alcott and Charles Lane. People who live in the community could not eat meat, have hot baths, drink anything other than water, create artificial light, consume stimulants, or use animals as any form of labor. Celibacy, or the ceasing of procreation, was also practiced. One person offers a piece of meat and the other person refuses. He then offers an orange and it was accepted. This represents the practice of being vegan in the society. The people of the Fruitlands would only eat grains and fruits and would refuse any meat or any food that is created from animal products.
Let's now look at another aspect of the Fruitlands community. The Fruitlands focused on subsistence agriculture and rejected the market economy that was present throughout most of America. This means that this utopia lived off its own food supply and only traded amongst each other. These two people working represents their subsistence agriculture. Members of the community produced a multitude of fruits and vegetables, and they were productive in their efforts. The people of the Fruitlands could have produced more fruits and vegetables if they had used animals for labor. However, using animals for labor was against their customs and therefore did not.
The Fruitlands quickly met their demise after existing for 6 short months. The manual labor that was needed without the animals did not produce enough food for the people living there. The Fruitlands became very harsh when winter settled in, as represented by these two people. The diet of only grains and fruits also was not sufficient enough to feed the population. The division of work between males and females also began to sway to one side. Women would do all the work, while men would just pass the day in deep conversation.